Geneva Perry, founder and attorney here at Promise Law. Today I want to talk with you a bit about adult guardianships and conservatorships, when they're needed, why you might need them, and a bit about the process. First of all, when they're needed. Most people know when they need a guardianship or conservatorship for a loved one because they're having a really hard time helping them. Maybe they want to try to pay some of their bills, get a prescription for them, make decisions when they're at the doctor, and they simply can't do so. It's because they have no authority to act on their loved one's behalf. The problem is, if someone hasn't created a power of attorney or an advanced medical directive that lets someone step into their shoes and make decisions when they can't, then there's limited ability for family or friends to be able to be of help. So the when it's needed, part two, is usually when you're just about to pull your hair out. You're trying to help, but you don't know how. So what's the option for you? If there isn't a power of attorney or an advanced medical directive to make decisions for this family, friend, or loved one, then you need to petition the court to become their guardian and conservator. Now, it is a process with the court, which I know can sound scary, but it's actually pretty routine that these occur. And the way it begins is with a petition to the court. The petition tells the court all about the loved one, what's going on with them and why they need help, who their family is, where their assets are, and other important information about where they live and who their family is that's currently supporting them. After the petition is filed, a guardian ad litem is appointed to investigate the petition. Because the guardianship process takes a lot of people's rights away, gives power to someone else, the courts are very protective. So the guardian ad litem is another attorney who's appointed to investigate the facts of the petition, just to make sure everything's just as you said it is in the petition. Then the next phase is to have a hearing. At the hearing, the court asks any questions it has, the guardian ad litem prepares and presents her report, and then an order is entered granting the petition. If there's any conflict about who should serve, it might wind up being like an actual trial. We don't handle those contested matters at Promise Law, but they are something that sometimes comes up. But for most families just trying to help their loved one, it's a simple enough process, but it takes some expertise because you have to go through the court. And this is a surprising part of the process for people. We've filed petitions for married couples, spouses married decades, who don't have the authority to manage affairs for their spouse, their longtime partner. And the reason is they just don't have authority. So sometimes this is a very necessary process, even with those people that the court well knows trust one another and would want them making decisions. After the order is entered, there are more steps though. Once the order is entered, the person appointed goes and swears to the clerk that they will faithfully administer affairs for the benefit of the incapacitated loved one. If there are assets involved, then they must file an inventory and accountings for the life of their loved one. Sometimes this is another surprising part of the process. You have to go through all the hurdles to get appointed, and if the court appoints you, they want to know what sort of work you're up to. So you have to file the accountings each year, and you also have to file reports with the Department of Social Services, just updating them on how the loved one's doing in terms of their medical care, treatment, and where they reside. So it's a straightforward process, but not if you don't know what you're doing. And we know it can be overwhelming and stressful. You're trying to just help. Why should it be so hard? Well, there are lots of ways we can help. Give us a call first. We offer a 30-minute free consultation to help you determine if you really must pursue a guardianship and conservatorship, if there are other alternatives. And if you do need that process, we guide you every step of the way. Life happens, plan on it, but also plan on getting some help. Thanks so much and take good care.